It's the presidential poll that got everyone buzzing this weekend. The Des Moines Register puts Harris at 47% among likely voters compared with Trump's 44%. The difference is within the margin of error, but it may signal a potentially historic moment. Amanda Rooker is the chief political reporter for KCCI out of Iowa, and she joins us live from Des Moines this morning to talk about it. So break down this poll for us and why so many people have historically watched it and what it signals.
Vlad, great to be with you. As you mentioned, this poll is one that has historically been one to watch. If you look back over the years, it is very accurate. I think that Ann Selzer really hasn't been more than 5 points off since 2012. So this is a poll that everyone watches right before the election. Why it may be so surprising, despite the fact that the gap is so small, is, as you mentioned, Iowa has largely been seen as a solidly red state. Trump won solidly in 2016 and 2020 in Iowa. He just had a record-breaking performance in the Iowa caucuses here. And so most people imagine that Trump would sail to victory in this presidential election until this poll came out. Now, what's driving those numbers? I think one thing to watch is age and gender. The poll found that among women over the age of 65, they support Harris over Trump by a 35-point margin, which is quite large. If you also look at politically independent women, they also go towards Harris. And I think the poll really picked up that movement. Now, the poll doesn't dig into much, what is driving that shift among those women. I think one important thing to remember is that a 6-week abortion ban took effect in Iowa this summer. That's something that Democrats have been campaigning heavily on. And in my reporting, talking with Republican and Democratic strategists, they believe that this poll might be an indication that that messaging is resonating with voters here.
Let me ask you what it also signals, perhaps, for what we in the media and others in politics have called that blue wall in the Midwest. Does the positive numbers that Des Moines Register poll showed this weekend bode well for the vice president in those upper Midwestern states?
Well, it's hard to tell, Vlad, right? We'll know on election night, but I think that's why this poll maybe set off a political earthquake. A mini political earthquake, maybe, because there is Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania. These are crucial states for Harris to win over. And if she is doing well with, white Midwestern voters, particularly independent women, older white Midwestern voters, that could bode well for her in those other battleground states. Also, Iowa was a state that no one expected Harris to carry. And so if she's doing well here, could that bleed over into some of the other states? We'll know on election night, but I think this is a great sign for the Harris camp.
Yeah, it's been a lot of has been made about in 2020 how black women helped put Joe Biden over President Trump in that race. In this case, Amanda, it almost seems as if it's not just black women, but also white suburban women that might do the same for the vice president. Amanda Rooker, thank you very much. Appreciate it.